Well, Donald Trump has warned there will be severe consequences if Russia doesn't agree to end the war in Ukraine after this week's highly anticipated summit with Vladimir Putin. The US president will meet face-to-face with his Russian counterpart in Alaska tomorrow local time. Mr. Trump hasn't outlined what the consequences would be, but he had threatened economic sanctions on the Kremlin's trading partners. That deadline passed without punishment. Now he's flagging future meetings if the talks go well.
If the first one goes okay, we'll have a quick second one. I would like to do it almost immediately, and we'll have a quick second meeting between President Putin and President Zelensky and myself if they'd like to have me there. And that would be a meeting where maybe it could be absolutely work. But the first meeting will not work that out. Certain great things can be gained in the first. It's going to be a very important meeting, but it's setting the table for the second meeting.
You are seeing President Zelensky on my side. He is here in Berlin.
Ahead of the Alaska summit, Mr. Trump took part in a virtual meeting with the Ukrainian president and European leaders. The US president described it as a very friendly call, rating it 10 out of 10. Vladimir Zelensky and the EU conveyed concerns the Russian leader could try to carve up Ukrainian territory without Kyiv or Europe in the room.
I told the US president and all our European colleagues that Putin is bluffing. He is trying to put pressure before the meeting in Alaska along all of the Ukrainian front. Russia is trying to show that it can occupy all of Ukraine. This is their desire.
The issues of the occupied territories will be key elements of a peace negotiation. They are inseparable from the security guarantees provided to the rest of Ukrainian territory and to Europe, and they cannot be discussed without the presence of the Ukrainian president at the table. Currently, there are no serious territorial exchange schemes on the table.
Russia hasn't budged on its conditions for a ceasefire in the 3.5-year-old war. It wants Ukraine to withdraw from 4 regions Russia currently occupies and Kyiv to formally drop its bid to join NATO. Kremlin officials say Mr. Putin is unlikely to change the demands he set out more than a year ago.
Speaking about the principal position on the settlement of the Ukrainian crisis, Russia's position remains unchanged, and it was voiced in this very hall just over a year ago, on June 14, 2024.
At their closest point, just 88 kilometres separates mainland Russia from the US state of Alaska. Russia sold the territory to the United States in 1867, marking the end of Russian efforts to expand trade and settlements to the Pacific coast of North America. The summit will take place at a US military base in Alaska's largest city. Some Anchorage residents believe it's the ideal meeting spot for the two leaders.
It's going to be a safe location for them. I think it'll also be very exciting for Alaska and for the city of Anchorage to be a part of something like that. I think it's fairly historic.
Especially having a Russian leader, considering Alaska's history with Russia, is uniquely interesting in that it has caused so many conspiracy theories to run around, especially with President Trump's vague land swap things. The wildest one is that we're being given to Russia in order to end the war in Ukraine.